another Monday on Sports Express. We start with the numbers. Mallorca stunned 10-man Real Madrid as Barcelona leapfrogged the leaders to top the La Liga after 9 games. Liverpool's winning start to the Premier League is snapped at 8 following the draw at Old Trafford. Juve stayed top after 8 games in Serie A, followed by Inter, who egged a 7-goal thriller over Sassuolo as Lazio and Atalanta played out a 6-goal humdinger. It's a 5-point lead for PSG in France after the champions put 4 past Nice. We are down to 4 at the Rugby World Cup, with New Zealand still on course to claim 3 straight titles. Too little too late as China Eagles ousted by Togo despite the 2-0 second leg victory in the qualifiers. Andy Murray wins his first singles title since his hip surgery, and this is the #1 sports show on radio. My name is Deji Omotoyibo. Welcome to Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. Welcome back. It's the Nigerian sports scene we start off with on sports. Sorry, it's the it's the international news we start off with on Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. I wanted to take Kingsley off the show. Kingsley Akpan is here. Kingsley, let's hear you.
Thank you very much, Steve. We start from cricket, where Nigeria lost its review encounter against Jersey at the ICC Men's T20 World Cup qualifier at Abu Dhabi last weekend. A collective beating performance spearheaded by an unbeaten 50 by John Tijene set Jersey up for a comprehensive 69-run win over Nigeria. After observing their rest day last weekend, the Nigerian team will take on Canada later today. And to the Lagos Open, for the second straight week, Frenchman Calvin Hemery will battle the brilliant Aldin Sektik in the men's singles final to bring to a close the spectacular fortnight of tennis later today. Hemery, who has completely dominated the men's singles field all through the tournament, not dropping a set in his 9 consecutive wins, saw off Tunisian Aziz Orka 7-6, 6-2 in the semi-final, while Sektik blew away Takanyi Garanganga 6-2, 6-2. And revenge will surely be on the mind of the Bosnian, having lost to Hemery 6-1, 6-2 in just 69 minutes in last week's final. And to the ladies' final, 6th seed Ria Bhatia will take on Nasja Kola in what will be a repeat of their quarterfinal encounter last year. Bhatia made it into today's final after rallying from the brink of defeat to beat Rutuja Busali 4-6, 7-6, 7-5, while Kola edged Valeria Strakova, who denied Nigeria's Oyinlomo Quadri a last 4 spots 6-3, 3-6, 6-1. The ladies' final is at 10 a.m. today at the Lagos Lawn Tennis Club Onikon, while the men's final follows immediately. And to tennis, 3-time Grand Slam champion Andy Murray pulled off a brilliant performance to win his first title for more than 2 years after beating Stan Wawrinka at the European Open final on Sunday. The 32-year-old launched his stunning comeback from a set down and a breakdown to overpower Wawrinka 3-6, 6-4, 6-4 in Antwerp in what was just his 7th tournament since returning to the singles event after undergoing a career-saving hip injury. And to the ladies, Switzerland's Belinda Bencic came back from a set down to defeat Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova in the Kremlin Cup final in Russia, also on Sunday. Bencic saw off Pavlyuchenkova 3-6, 6-1, 6-1 to claim the title and also secure the 8th and last place in the season-ending WTA finals in Shenzhen. Elsewhere, former French Open champion Yelena Ostapenko claimed her first title since 2017 after breezing past Julia Georges 6-4, 6-1 to win the Luxembourg Open final. And finally, to the Rugby World Cup, Japan's dream run has come to an end after the hosts lost to South Africa in their quarter-final tie on Sunday. The South Africans inflicted a bruising 26-3 win over the Japanese team in what was an historic day for the Asian country, who were participating in the last 8 for the first time ever. South Africa will next play Wales in the semi-finals after the Wales side saw France, while England and New Zealand will battle it out for a final spot in the other semi-final this weekend.
Tell you what, I actually watched the Rugby World Cup quarterfinals, fantastic games of rugby there. So it's not only about football. Thank you very much, Kingsley Akpan. We'll return after the break with the Nigerian sports thing. It's the Nigerian sports scene on Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. Bulu Omoni is here this morning, and Bulu, well, too little, too late for the China Eagles. You said it on Friday that you felt they were going to win, but they wouldn't qualify. And it's panned out exactly like that. 2 goals, not enough. The damage really was done in that first leg, 4-1 loss.
So many things to point out in this game. First off, they could have won by 3-0. First off, they had a goal line clearance. Then the goal was disallowed, where many people thought what happened. Maybe until after many replays, some will see. But as of now, we still don't know why the goal was disallowed for infringement or whatever. But they gave a good fight. about 7 changes to the squad that played the first leg. Then one of your mama's reasons, I thought as a coach, just cover it up. You needed to make the changes for 1 or 2 reasons, but he said the 7 changes was due to the fact that some Rangers players were not available for the first leg.
You know, I had a lot of, well, don't let me use the past tense. I still want to think I have a lot of respect for Imama, especially what he achieved with Rangers. But the impression I get over this past few weeks is like he's making excuses. He's not raising his hands and opening up and saying, I didn't do something right. He's trying to find excuses. At times, you just hold your hands up and say, well, I think we didn't do well this time, and then we'll move on from that. But he's looking for you blame players, you blame things, some players were not available. Come on, we lost. Nigeria lost. So just accept it and move on. Stop making excuses. That's the impression I'm getting.
He even said this time around they obeyed, they played according to the tactics and everything. And my Bonfrejo's comment after the game was he felt the team lost due to probably poor tactical gameplay because he felt you were throwing in long balls and the Togolese played back 7. Where the only option they had was come to this game and defend, and they did very well. Them. And he said he felt tactically they could have found a way around. 6 long balls were not working. Change something.
Change it, yeah.
I would love to hear Imama's response to the critique on his tactics this time around. But lots of the conclusion is they won 2-0, but they lost. They could not qualify. It's painful, but at the same time, it's a wake-up call.
Yeah, I think so because it looks like Wafu Cup out,
Chan
out. I know a lot of people will be jumping on the bandwagon and say these home-based players are not good enough. I honestly don't want to agree to that. I think a lot of things are going wrong off the pitch, and there is no way you can say it won't affect things on the pitch. I mean, I believe those things go together. So
and it's interesting.
Hopefully, we'll make amends.
The players they called back that were not available for the first, or they didn't call for the first leg. Remember, Kano Pillars manager complained that he came second, won the cup. His players were not invited. Some of his players, I think, Enyimba players that were invited, they were exceptional in the game. It shows. I tell some friends that
so it could be maybe another case of maybe bad selection for the first leg, or maybe underrated Togo.
Togo, yeah. Majority of the players were part of the under-23 squad. Said they wanted to use that for team spirit, play well as a team, blah blah blah. I tell friends that a bad league does not necessarily portray bad players. The league is bad doesn't mean we have terrible players.
Good point.
I think the victory is probably a wake-up call that we've talked about. Hopefully, the next time around they have the chance, they will do much more.
All right. Any other thing you have for us?
The sport minister, he has promised, we heard promises, but he has promised to support and lift the spirit of the Special Eagles. They've spoken to him about the plight of the federation, and he's going to do his best.
That's good to hear.
To work,
that's good
support
to hear,
and everything.
The special, those Paralympics and Paralympians, Special Eagles and all that, they always do us proud.
Especially
they always do well.
And we are sure to get medals from Paralympics.
I think we need to really, really encourage them. And it's good to hear from the minister that because these guys always give their best, even in the toughest conditions, and they always do well. So it's good to hear that from the minister.
And they're also setting up a committee as usual to probe the Doha and everything. Okay. So they said it will be inaugurated today.
Can we move on? Thank you. After the break, the World Soccer Report. Welcome back. It's the World Soccer Report on Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. Yemi Adesanya is here. What a weekend of football. Let's start with France. PSG 4 over Nice. PSG have now opened up an ominous 5-point lead at the top in France. Again, they appear to be running away with it. Monaco 3-2 over Rennes. Toulouse 2-1 over Lille. Bordeaux 0, Saint Etienne 1, and Reims 1, Montpellier 0 from France. In the Bundesliga, this is crazy. Top 9 teams are separated by only 2 points after 8 games. That's an incredible statistic. Borussia Dortmund are top now. They defeated Mönchengladbach 1-0, and Bayern Munich drew at Augsburg 2-2. So, Yemi, we know the wheat will soon be separated from the chaff, but this is highly competitive, and I think it's exciting for the fans.
Very competitive and exciting, even for neutrals. But like you said, maybe by the time the winter break comes along, take that entire 1 month off, gradually, water will find its level. I still think it's between Bayern and Dortmund. Overall quality, both teams stand out. So
other results from the Bundesliga: Leipzig 1-1 with Wolfsburg, Hoffenheim 2-0 over Schalke, Frankfurt 3-0 over Leverkusen. Serie A: Juventus stay top, 2-1 winners over Bologna. 2 crazy games in the Serie A this weekend: Sassuolo 3, Inter 4. Inter led 4-1 They nearly bungled it. Sassuolo came back to 4-3. But the crazy one, Lazio were 3-0 down at halftime. Somehow, they pulled it back to 3-3. So high scoring weekend in the Serie A.
Well, as always, in the last 3 years, I think Serie A has provided the highest.
Already, this is the
average.
third 4-3 game this season.
So the best average in terms of goals across Europe. Atalanta always promise you
What
goals.
happened to Catenacci?
Catenacci is the thing of the past.
Okay.
Atlanta promise you goals always, but as always, the problem is for them to defend. So you expect goals. In there.
Quickly, La Liga Atletico 1-1 with Valencia. They can't seem to buy goals in that part of Madrid. And Real Madrid lost to Mallorca 1-0. It was, well, Madrid team ravaged by injuries, all kinds of players, but still a huge loss for them. And Barcelona are top now, 3-0 over Eibar. Usually a difficult game for Barcelona, but they made short work of this.
Oh, they made short work, and for the
The
first
top
time,
three, the front three scored.
scored. So we've lived with the MSN. I think we're living with the MSG now.
No, somebody said it's GSM.
Oh, it's just
All right, now to the Premier League. With all due respect, let me just rush through the other results. Crystal Palace 0, Man City 2. Chelsea 1 over Newcastle. Tottenham 1-1 with Watford. And Leicester 2-1 over Burnley. Big game of the weekend, though. A lot of people were expecting a Manchester United pounding at Old Trafford. It didn't happen like that. Liverpool actually stole a point from there. United won, Liverpool won. My first question to you, Yemi, what happened to Liverpool? It's not the Liverpool we've seen this season. No intensity, no pace to their game. What happened?
I think I'll take it from the fact that it's been coming. Coming in the sense that look at the game against Sheffield United, they struggled to win. The game against Salzburg, they struggled to win. The game against Leicester, they had to get a late penalty to win. So it's been coming. They've been more or less out of form leading into this game. But no Salah, which also kind of distorts how their front three play.
Yeah.
Origi still seems like a stranger in that front three, but in that front three. However, you have to give United some form of credit in terms of tactics. They played the proper back three. And in playing that proper back three, it meant the wing backs kept Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson busy. And ensuring that their crossing positions was always going to be very difficult to get the ball into good positions. But I said on Friday, though, that United were going to lose. But as always, United have a very funny record of, breaking people's unbeaten runs, winning streaks.
Like somebody here said on Friday.
Somewhat finding a performance. Whilst United have done well to get a draw, I still think that Ole Solskjaer is completely out of his depth being manager. Why? Klopp was able to make a change. 2 changes that tilted the game in Liverpool's favor and they got the corners from one of the
Okay, we have to go there, but you can listen to more analysis. Of course, we want to thank all those who have registered and who have subscribed to our YouTube channel. I want to thank the over 400 people who have viewed the first episode of Football. Fantastic. Another episode will come this week, and I can tell you that we will be breaking down tactically the Manchester United Liverpool game. So you want to go to YouTube, Sportvision NG, that's our YouTube channel. You want to subscribe. Also, this week, we're starting a basketball show, The Hoops, with myself and Bode Ogutui. That's our show. Our moment of the weekend is from the La Liga, as newcomers Mallorca stunned leaders Real Madrid, who lost top spot to rivals Barcelona. The stage is set for another monumental title race in Spain. My name is Dave Jomoto. Thanks for your time. Good morning.